Riana Milne. Welcome to Real Talk on Relationships, Facebook Live on Coach Riana Milne every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. This is where I teach you to be and then attract an amazing, emotionally healthy, evolved love. We want you to be that for yourself first, and then you can draw that beautiful partner into your life. So I'm here to help you create the life and love that you deserve. Who am I? I'm a relationship coach, certified life, love, dating. I coach worldwide. I am a licensed mental health counselor and a certified addictions professional. I have 2 books out, Live Beyond Your Dreams, From Fear and Doubt to Personal Power, Purpose, and Success, and that's where tonight's lesson comes from. And my best-selling book, Love Beyond Your Dreams, From Fear and Doubt to Personal Power, Purpose, from Love Beyond Your Dreams, Break Free of Toxic Relationships to Have the Love You Deserve. There we go. Okay, I just finished a TV docu-series called Radical Dating, Finding Lasting Love, over 40, where I was one of 5 life and dating coaches helping 5 clients. We each were assigned one to find amazing love in their life. And I was assigned my wonderful client, Scott, who is in his 4th month of dating his partner exclusively, and he is madly in love, and we are so happy that everything is working great for him. And I hope for all the others too. I need to get the updates on all the other clients. So life is really great, and really enjoying helping people globally and around the world. So this Facebook series is educational. I'm here also to try to help you, even in a little way, enjoy your life and love life better. So March, I had decided this is going to be Celebrating Life Month because it's the renewal of spring and life. So the content from tonight's show is from the book Live Beyond Your Dreams, the purple one, and that is about how to have a conscious mindset for success. And this mindset I've actually been teaching since my 20s to my models and actors in Erie, PA, had Rihanna Model and Talent, and I was teaching them this inner thought system, this positive thought system, so when they got up to perform or audition, that fear of, am I good enough? Will I be chosen? Will I be picked? You know, that person in the line is prettier than me, or more perfect for their line for me, the role. No, that doesn't matter. It's what you think inside. And then the spiritual thought is, well, if I'm not chosen for this role, then a better role is on its way to me. And I remember both Alexia and Stefana, my 2 daughters, were active in the model and talent field. And they always said, oh, if I didn't get that one, the next best thing is coming. And I always when I said they were going to their audition, I used to say, well, go have fun. So it is about having fun, and life should be fun. So that's what we're talking about tonight. And by the way, if you missed any of the Facebook Live tapings from January on, January was about why relationships break up, mostly about the ACOA, personality type, which is adult child of an alcoholic or any child of trauma, which I have renamed and opened my new Facebook page. Anyone can overcome abusive childhood trauma. So if that's your category, where you think you have had some childhood trauma and you've been struggling with that, please join us in the Facebook page, ACOA. Okay, and then February was what does it take to have a healthy, emotionally evolved love, because it's Love Month. So we went to the opposite, what do you have to do? So there's a lot of great information and content on there. Check it out. Please subscribe. Please like any video you watch. And if you know a friend that could use the information, please share it. That's why I do it. Help spread the love. Okay, so tonight's topic is the 5 Ds to success in life, love, and business. And again, it's just a brief overview of what's in the chapters of my book. But again, it's to help you have this passion, amazing life. Now, this lesson is very dear to me because it was taught to me at a young age. I was 16 by my father, Jack H. Milne, who was a very cool and handsome dude. Later in life, we didn't know until he was sick with cancer that he was FBI and CIA and served our government. He was a colonel in the Air Force, a charming, beautiful soul, a great person, great emotion, would help anybody. And I was struggling with a career situation. Back then, they didn't have something called sexual harassment. And I had a boss come on to me at my dream job, and I loved it. And I went home crying to my dad, Dad, I got fired for no reason, but other than I wouldn't sleep with my boss. And he said, well, you're smart and you're going to figure this out. You see, my dad didn't give me all the answers. My dad made me figure it out for myself. And that was a really brilliant thing he did as a parent. Made me come up with some solutions, and then we were going to discuss the solutions I came up with. And this is something I taught my daughters to do, and people that I coach, also my students in school that I worked with as a SAC counselor. So he also said, hun, listen, if you've got the 5 Ds, you'll go anywhere you want in life. And you can't let one situation, one job, one romance, one partner, anything hold you down. If you got the 5 Ds, you can do anything. So this is what I'm going to teach you, Dad's lesson tonight. And I do attribute my growth and success to this valuable lesson. So I hope it does inspire you to become your best self. It's just one of many techniques that I teach in my coaching. So as a parent, a life coach, a counselor, I teach my father's words to encourage growth and goal setting. Because actually, if you don't set goals, and we just did goal setting last week, you don't know where you're headed. It's just like waking up and floating. Well, there's 2 different personality types in the world. There's A personality type that are driven, know exactly where they're going. They set up their goals and they go for their dreams. B's just kind of float through life. And maybe if they're happy that way, that's cool. But they just kind of don't think about life and they just kind of float. For me, I lost 2 very close friends to me very early in life, 16 years old. My best friend was killed by a drunk driver. And at 23, my Penn State roommate was murdered by her boyfriend. So I lost 2 very dear friends, 2 tragic ways, and I kept thinking, how much time do I have? So I became pretty serious as a young girl. I became spiritual. Not too many people knew about that. But it was my journey to live as big and large as I could to reach as many goals as I had set up for myself, many of them starting at 17. And it's funny because I watched my daughter, Alexi. She grew up with a mindset, both Lex and Steffi. I taught this mindset to them. And Alexi wanted to be a singer in her teens. And even her own dad said, that's a joke. You're never going to be a singer. And this was a time of Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, a whole pop star thing. It was like really big. And we had a producer near my hometown of Egg Harbor Township, Rodney Jerkins, and the girls wanted to go audition for him. At the time, I'm in my master's for counseling. I don't know who Rodney was. When I look it up, oh my God, he's a multi-Grammy award-winning producer of Dark Child. He produced for Michael Jackson and Brandy and Destiny's Child, Beyonce, and many, many more. And today, his sister, Sybil's a very, very beautiful, dear friend of mine. So the families have become friends after that audition. But long story short, she just went for it. And out of 320 girls, she was one of 2 called back. Well, again, the watch me mindset was something my girls grew up with. And they just learned that nothing was impossible. They just went for it. They just risked. And, Rodney wanted to pick her up. But in the meanwhile, he was very busy producing for Michael Jackson. And she met another top artist, Grammy Award-winning artist, and I actually met him in South Beach, set up the deal when I was a talent agent. She flew out, auditioned for them, and within the week, she's at the Teen Choice Awards on the red carpet being announced as the next new artist. So this mindset for success works for young people too, and that's the part of her book where she says if you just believe it, you can do it, okay? So it's very cool stuff. And then after she went on world tour with them, she was satisfied and moved on to be a model for great designers and then a TV host for HGTV for a couple of shows. And then she had this goal to change the world. And I remember as a kid, she used to watch those Save the Children commercials and say, Mom, I want to change the world. I want to go help those people in Africa. And I said, I know you will, babe, like with all the conviction in my heart, like I believed in her dream. And at 20, she and her best friend, Tennille, who's like a daughter to me, hey T, she and Lexi went over to find out what they needed most. It was freshwater wells. And now they have freshwater wells, 12 of them in Tanzania, Africa area. So her dream to change the world also came true. And who at 20 just drops everything and says, I'm going to Africa to see what I can do? Well, that's my kids. And then, Stefana, the same thing. She worked her way up very fast and quickly in the corporate world. She became a supervisor for JetBlue and a very large restaurant chain in her young 20s and was with JetBlue for quite a period of time. Then she wanted to go into photography, her passion work, her hobby. And she's won many awards for photography, and her pictures are just beautiful. They capture the real emotion of love out of Orlando. It's Sona Photography. So, the girls have learned, go for your dreams and don't let anything hold you back. So this is where this lesson evolves from. And again, you don't have to grow up in a household where the 5 Ds are taught to get this now, no matter how old you are and what stage of life that you are in. So you can teach your children this, your grandchildren this, and yourselves and your partner this. So the first D is desire. And that's defined typically as a longing, a wish, a yearning, a need, aspiration. It's really the fire that burns within us to propel us towards our goals. Because without desire, we have nothing. Nothing to strive for, and then that causes stagnation and uncertainty and often depression. Because if you're not growing and you're not striving for something, if you don't define your goals as we talked about last week, you float. Okay, and that gets a little boring after a while. So the goal setting often does start with desire, as the goals are the dreams that we're willing to work hard for to achieve. And when we set these goals, we take that responsibility for our lives and choose to devote ourselves to doing whatever it takes to reach those goals and dreams. Now we have to take these small steps, one step at a time, one day, 1 week, 1 month at a time, to achieve these goals. And it takes living a life of purpose and achievement. And it does take a little bit of time, of course, and dedication. But with that and the strong initial desire, living the lessons of the 5 Ds and the watch me mindset, those goals will become your reality. Trust me. It happens for me all the time. Second one is determination. Now, determination means to try again, no matter what. Even if you fail, figure out a second way, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. And, it just takes a lot of guts to go for it. And to be open, with an open mindset to change. You may have had a really strong mindset if it's going to happen this way, but then you open your mind to trying something new. What's cutting edge? What's happening? Be determined to find out what is new in the world and adopt your program or your product to meet those new ways of marketing even. You're willing to risk, you've got an open mind, you feel the fear, but you do it anyway. And that's the coolest part. We, with a watch me mindset, do it anyway. I mean, it's human to fear change and the unknown. There's no guarantees in life, and we might fail. But so what? Because really, those that have this watch me mentality would rather try and fail than say they never had the guts to try at all. So, that's where we live the determination. And we do whatever it takes. Change is scary, but it's usually often always good. And you must be willing to take the risk to reach your goals. And otherwise, again, you remain stuck in that status quo without any change. And then the boredom comes into your life. So actually, too, if you're failing, perhaps another dream emerges. It becomes a new passion, even stronger than the first. So remember, in the spiritual world, we always say there is no mistakes. Everything happens for a reason. So you have to be very consciously aware as you're trying these goals and these dreams. If something else pops up that seems to work even better, go for it. That might have been the mistake that you needed. So keep an open mind, keep the faith. That's really important for living in the now. Recognize everything that's going on and trust the process of life as it unfolds and brings the answers to you. The third D of the 5 Ds is dedication. And this is to be dedicated to one's purpose, project, or person. And that's to live it, breathe it, be consumed with it from the conception to the finality of a project. And it's a pretty tall order and very tough for many humans to do. They get stressed out, overwhelmed. Again, you have to have balance in life. We talked about balance in life. Which chapter was that? I think it was in February. And it's important that you keep an eye on the balance. But when you're dedicated to something, you can sacrifice for a while to make the new project pop. To get beyond I'm working on a new speaker's webpage, to get beyond whatever thing you're working on. That's a dedication. Keep pushing and trying to figure it out. If you can't figure it out, go to your plan B. my plan B is to call the web guy and ask him, what is going on? What's happening? Hey, Faith, I see you signed on. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Okay, so you want to make the plan to reach your goals, and you have to have a time frame for step-by-step procedures. Make each step realistic. Stick to your goals, even if you get sideswiped a little bit and a little frustrated. What can I do to help this part that I don't get, because I'm not a techie person? I'm really lucky to get on Facebook Live each week. What can I expect? I'm in my 50s. I'm not one of these high-tech kids. Like you kids, you're amazing. My daughters can do this stuff backwards and forwards, but me, I'm a little stressed out with technology. So I'll call someone. When I can't get it after a few hours, I'll call someone else, still make the page happen. So, you make a plan, reach your goals within the time frame, doing step-by-step procedures. You set up realistic goals that can be achieved with hard work and dedication. And these goals need to hit also your inner core of purpose. Are you living your purpose? And this brings the emotional satisfaction. So part of reaching your goals is announce your goals. A lot of you are on Facebook, so announce your goals to your Facebook buddies. Tell them you're going to do this by this certain date. Or I always have my coaching clients announce their birthday goals for the new year. And then also write them down, because you want to stay very focused to what you're doing and how you're going to be accountable to reach those goals. So to be dedicated means that you have a high belief system that you're going to reach your goals, and it's always a part of you. It always feels like you're working towards that. And here's the trick, guys. You may be the only one that believes in your dream, okay? I saw this happen with Alexi. I believed in her dream. She believed in her dream. Her friends are like, yeah, you're going to be a singer. Her other side of the family is like, yeah, you can't sing. Why don't you just go to college? And here she's on 3 multi-platinum CDs as a singer when she was 19 years old. So don't let anyone tell you you can't. I remember I won in high school the Who's Who Award for English and writing. And one of my teachers nominated me. I was really quite humble and proud to receive that, because I always loved to write. I wrote these mini books when I was a kid, and everybody wanted to read what I wrote. Somehow it was very inspirational to them and motivational. And my teacher, Mr. Hamilton, and he was one of my mentors as a kid, but he nominated me for this. And I had to go around and ask my teachers, did you nominate me for this? Because I won. I won the English award. And my daughter, Stefana, won the English award for her high school. So the Milnes, A.A. Milne, Winnie the Pooh, the writing goes through the lineage and the generations. But I went home and I told my mom, hey, Mom, I got Who's Who of American high school students for English. She goes, well, why would you get it? Okay, so that's how much my mom really understood how much I love to write. And it's okay, because I knew it, and my teacher knew it, and they recognized me as a high school kid for my talent to write and to evoke emotions with my writing and my speaking. So, and here, I have 2 books now in Barnes & Noble and #1 bestseller on Amazon. So it's really cool that was a dream of mine as a kid. And I decided to take it further, even if nobody else believed that I was a self-published author going to get in Barnes & Noble store, because that was only 5% of self-published authors get in there, half of 1%. But I just had this gut feeling I was going to do it. And I set that goal up for myself at 17, and I did it. With the 5 Ds. Thanks, Dad. It's a great lesson. So anyway, to be dedicated means you do believe in your dream. It's always a part of you. You're always going for it. Other things may come up. It might get in the way. I was a mom. I had to support myself and my kids and, go to my master's program. But those books were always inside me. And now they're out and they're available for you guys too. So those that have written beautiful reviews on my book, I was reading them the other day, and I just want to say thank you so much. I'm so glad I could change your life, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for telling me how much my books have helped you. That's what they're all about, sharing the love worldwide. So you want to reach your goals, you meditate on your goals, you think about them upon waking, just 3 goals a day like we talked about last week. What are you going to accomplish today? Meditate on that and what is happening in your now, in your near future. And you just keep doing that day by day, and you will fulfill your goals and your life purpose. So dedication means finding the energy for living the principles of the Watch Me mindset. The Watch Me mindset, again, is anyone that says, You can't do that. And inside my head, I say, watch me. Because that is really how I succeeded so many times when I was told I can't. And this lesson is part of that mindset or attitude. And it's not a negative thing. It's a positive mindset for success in business, in love, in life, in your goals, in your dreams, in your passions. It just works. So the most important thing is tie your goals to your higher purpose. Because I always ask, why are you here? We're all here for a reason. What is your higher purpose goals? Who are you here to help? You know, I live my passion every day by helping people, and I have narrowed my niche. I help a lot of people, but most are with those who had childhood trauma, and I help them find emotionally healthy, loving partners, or, you know, solve the issues that are coming up in their love relationships due to the triggers of their childhood trauma. So that is part of my purpose. Why? Because I was a kid that had some childhood trauma come up for me. And I made a lot of mistakes in my love relationships and I didn't know why. I thought, if I'm a good person and I'm honest and I'm loyal and I act from integrity and I'm romantic and I'm sweet, I'm a great loving partner, then I should have this great loving husband doing the same thing, right? Well, it doesn't always work that way. So it came down to why I chose who I chose. And of course, this wasn't taught to me in my master's program in psychology. I had to research it. So that's what I did, and all that research is in my book, Love Beyond Your Dreams. So I needed that information. My clients needed that information, and that's the stuff from which I coach from. Let's get into the next D. It's not one of the official 5, but it's drive. And I should really say the 6 Ds, but I don't want to mess up my father's lesson. So drive I added in there, but that's a huge part of dedication because it takes having motivation, initiative, and hustle. Man, if you don't have drive, you're not reaching any of your goals, man. You just got to go flat out for it. You got to hustle. You got to be willing to work hard. I mean, when I'm writing a book or working on a project, I'll work 12, 14-hour days, and I'm so enmeshed in my project, it doesn't even really feel like a lot of times. The time just flies for me. But it's tied to my purpose, too. So, you know, that's part of why time flies. So we want to make the drive helps you make the effort to succeed. The inner thoughts and words that you say inside ourselves, which we call positive self-talk, is absolutely essential to reaching your goals and helps keep determination alive. So what you mentally think and feel has a critical effect on your self-control, your confidence, your final success outcome of your goals. Positive self-talk sounds easy, but believe me, it's not as easy as you think because you're overcoming years of childhood conditioning and unconscious thinking, okay, which we call uneducated thinking. You're just acting from impulse or triggers as a kid. So what I teach in coaching is having you have the conscious mindset for success using positive self-talk and a ton of other techniques that helps you be very consciously aware of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what you say. And all of that then is blended to add towards your success in reaching your goals and dreams. So again, this is part of your constant, everyday way of thinking. You'll feel and believe that everything you desire is right there beyond your reach. We don't ask how. We trust the how will come, okay? And that's kind of hard for people to get a handle on. Like, well, how are you going to do this? You know, how are you going to? And I just said, I'm just going along with it. I'm meditating on it. I'm praying on it. I trust it's going to come. I believe in it. The law of attraction says what you believe you will achieve, and it works for me and my people and my clients. All right, here's the next one, devotion, number 4. And devotion is a dedication from the heart to oneself, goals, spiritual beliefs, higher purpose, your divine sense of faith. And it's a sense of devotion and a sense of altruism as well, charitable affection, loyalty, and commitment. And here in the 5 Ds, I really mean it to say it's devoted to one's higher purpose in life. Why are you here? Why are you doing what you're doing? If you can tie your purpose to your goals, you are more than 100% likely to reach your dreams. So tie it to your higher purpose. You know, make sure you have a sense of spirituality about everything you do. And spirituality actually is next week's conversation because it is essential in the creation of one's life purpose in reaching your goals and dreams. So make sure you're here with me next week to hear that. The next one, and 5, the final one, is Dare to Dream. I think this is my favorite, and he says, and hun, the last one is Dare to Dream. And dare, it's like that risk. I dare you. And it's like, sometimes you just, everybody's saying you can't, or they dare you, or it's not going to happen. I remember opening my model and talent agency in Erie, PA. Right, I went, in this story I tell in my Live book, but I was a model for John Robert Powers, and I became an instructor and actually became quite friendly with the owner of the chain. And I was in Erie, and there was a branch in Erie, and I was 26, and I went down to get a job as a teacher. Well, the then director says, you're too old to model. And she didn't even give me a chance. I said, she goes, you don't have to tell me what you've done. You're too old. And I walked out of that door, and I said, watch me. So at that point, I opened up my own center, Riana Model and Talent, and it became a 3-time international award-winning school. Within 6 months, I won my first trophy. And I remember about 3 months in, the gentleman that owned John Robert Powers called me and said, may I talk to Riana? And I said, yes, this is me. And he says, well, this is so-and-so. And I'm like, well, hi, how are you? And he said, you know me? And I said, of course I do. I went to your Philadelphia school. And I said, but my name has changed. I grew up with a different name, and I go by Riana, my nickname. He goes, oh my God, why didn't you tell me it was you? I would have had you go in and run my school. And I said, well, I didn't know where you were. I haven't seen you for years. I just wanted to get a part-time job to help, bring income in for my family. And she told me I was too old. And I just said, well, the hell with that. I'm going to open my own center. He goes, well, you're blowing us away, and I have to close my center. I pulled all the business from that town into my center, which was actually Real People Model and Talent School and an agency, and I was a talent manager. So I had high fashion models. I had Real People models from ages 5 to 85. And I had such a good time doing it. And we had all the photography studios hiring us and the advertising agencies, and we were out all around town. And we had a blast doing it as a group. So when I was told, and I was opening it, and people were like, a talent agency? That's never going to go in this town, because it was a blue-collar town. I'm like, in my head, watch me. So it was kind of like my driving force. And all these 5Ds allowed me to dare to dream, go for my dream, don't be held back, don't let anyone tell me I can't. And it wasn't an arrogance, and it wasn't nasty. It was just my inside, my mind, my driving force. Oh my God, Tom's on the phone. He's on the call. That's Grandpa to our grandkids. He's the best grandpa in the world. He earns the Grandpa Award. Anyway, nice to see you, Tom. Miss you guys over there in Orlando. Anyway, so that's the last one, Dare to Dream. And I raised my kids with that philosophy. Don't be afraid to try anything in your life. And, I'm so proud of my daughters. They're so accomplished and so confident and very kind and loving, big-hearted kids. So, you can go for your dreams and balance your life and still be altruistic and help the world and raise amazing kids, as Steph is raising my 2 grandsons. And, just do what you dare to dream. And again, this 5Ds is a lesson from my dad. And I hope that inspires you today. I've discovered over 40 years of using the watch me mindset for success. And I've taught it to my kids in the schools, and I've worked as a SAC counselor, student assistance counselor, and that was with the emotionally upset kids from grades kindergarten all the way through college. So with my students, with my models, my actors, my own children, business corporate people, those who adopt this mindset, of course my coaching clients who all adopt this mindset for success, all people, all cultures, all ages, all educational levels, doesn't matter. It helps encourage them to reach their greatness. And that's my goal, to help you reach your fullest potential, to have a life and love that you absolutely love. So try the mindset. Don't be afraid of risking. Do it consciously. Do it smart. But remember, there's no limits on your life. And then, when you find you're living this life with total purpose, fun, excitement, energy, a huge sense of accomplishment, and unlimited personal esteem and gratification without arrogance or ego, you have attracted the most amazing people into your life. And this is when I'm told I have this aura around me, this light, this aura. I mean, I'm just out there like doing my deal, but people stop me. Even, you know, my boyfriend Joey stopped me saying he saw this white aura around me. And I've been told I have a turquoise aura, a purple aura. I guess it depends on the day and the level of the sunshine at that time. But it's just my absolute joy and passion for life. And again, if I can help you reach that in any way, I do offer a free coaching strategy session at my website. Just sign up. There's a little pop-up window. My website is my name. It's rianamilne.com. Just sign on there. I will answer your email, and we will set up a time to meet by Skype, or if you're in the Delray Beach area, Florida, I love to meet you in my office, so you get to see my environment a little bit, my pictures, and we get to meet face to face, you know, you get to know who I am. But I'm here to help you if I can help you in any way, or if you have a friend that's going through a hard time either in life or finding love or keeping love or in a toxic love relationship. Those are the areas that I handle with my coaching worldwide. I'd be glad to help them too. So just reach out to your buddy and say, hey, you got to talk to Riana. Give her a call. She's pretty cool. She's pretty fun. And we have a great time, really, together, the coaching clients and I, helping you reach your goals and dreams. It's the most phenomenal feeling as they go through it and they see it happening, you know. So the 6-month programs, I see it happening, and it's just really, really exciting. So, you know, no, despite your current situation, you can always live beyond your dreams and definitely have that love that you deserve. So think of a time when you went for it. You know, when did you feel the fear but did it anyway? And how did you feel after you succeeded? You know, meditate on that tonight. And what are your new goals that you're going to set up and go for now that you've heard this talk? And I hope you do go for it. And these are the things, again, that bring me great joy as I look back in my life and my late 50s. And I think of all those crazy goals I set up for myself, and I reached them. And oh my God, it's so much fun. And I see my daughter's doing it. And actually, Alexi, I just wanted to do a shout out. She was just nominated by Inc. magazine as one of 27 top women business leaders of America, I think, the U.S. My kid, my youngest baby girl. Like, that's amazing. But when you learn this mindset, and you can be at any age to learn it, this is what helps you reach that incredible success and happiness in your life. And I have grandkids. Tom, you're still with me. We're going to keep teaching these boys how to do this stuff because they are already amazing in their little years that they are. But they're going to grow up learning this. My girls did. I love my family, my extended family. And, you know, if we can teach these motivational attitude for success in every area of life, they're going to be just amazing people as they go about and reach their dreams time and time again. So thanks, guys, for being with me. If you found value out of this Facebook Live session, please share it with a friend that could use the information, or somebody that needs some inspiration today. That would really be great. If you want any more information on me, please go to my website, rianamilne.com. If you need that personal attention from me, don't be shy. Just sign up for it. People that do the free coaching session, they love it. They get a lot of insight about why they're doing what they're doing. And that takes about an hour. Go to the YouTube. Tons of educational videos on there. I'm all about education and helping you learn so much. Please subscribe. Then you get all the videos that come out into your inbox. And if you watch a video, just like it for me, because all that SEO shares love, right? Don't forget, I do have a free app. It's called My Relationship Coach. That's out there worldwide. So just add that to your phone. And if you want tonight's handout, start each day with positivity and gratitude. You can write me at my email, rianamilne@gmail.com. And next week will be the 26th of March. I can't believe it. The month is flying by. But we are going to cover why a sense of spirituality is essential in this mindset for success in life, love, and business. So please join me for that one. Tell your friends about it. If you happen to miss it, you'll find it on the replay on YouTube. And for the week, it sits on my Coach Riana Milne page. So my goal for you is to be and attract that major, amazing, emotionally healthy, evolved, loved into your life So keep joining me on Facebook Live every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And until then, I wish you a very blessed life and for you to have the love you deserve. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you next week. Bye.